You all know why you're here. There are 10 of us at the table. We all nod like we even have a clue. 8 of the richest men and women in the world stand at the opposite end of the conference room. Last night, I used PJ's phone to look them up. Babel Communications. Swallowed Google back in 2036. Some blogger says they're NASA's dark little shadow and have been for decades. Whatever they do, they look good doing it. Each of them wears the same charcoal suit. It looks like someone threaded smoke into formal wear. The overheads dance off all the polished shoulders and shoes. But the lights in the room and the world are bending forward to hear the man who's speaking, Marcus Defoe. He's black, but not like me. I've spent half my life feeling like an absence, a moonless night. I can't imagine this guy going anywhere without turning heads. Everything about him whispers, King. It's in the set of his shoulders and the sound of his voice and the prowl of his walk. He glides toward us, and an image of a panther flashes through my head. There's so much polish and shine that I almost don't notice the claws. Leaning back, I pull one of my earbuds out. My music was playing low-key, but the Asian kid next to me keeps looking over like it's the loudest thing he's ever heard. Tough luck. I leave the volume up just to grind at him. When Babel recruited me, they said all of this was a game. Now, I like playing games, but I like winning games even more. The stiff next to me shakes his head in annoyance, and I already feel like I'm up a few points on him. The earpiece bleeds half beats and old soul voices. People at school think I like early hip-hop because it's vintage, but the truth is, I could never afford the new stuff. When my neighbor glances over for the 1,000th time, I nod and smile like we're going to be best friends. You were chosen to be at the forefront of the most serious space exploration known to mankind. The results of your mission will change the outlook for our species. Defoe goes on to talk about humanity, manifest destiny, and final frontiers. His head is shaved and perfectly round. His smile is blinding. His eyes are so stunningly blue that the girls at school would call them the color of boom. Babel's king has a single imperfection. His right hand is withered, like a giant took its sweet time breaking each and every bone. It's the kind of injury you're not supposed to look at, but always do. The reward for your efforts will be beyond your imagination. A trust fund has already been established for each of you. A check for $50,000 will be put into your account every month for the rest of your lives. Everyone at the table perks up. Straighter shoulders, wider eyes, less fidgeting. We all react to the numbers because we all must be dead dancing broke. Except one kid. He looks bored. King Solomon just tossed us the keys to the kingdom and he's hiding yawns? I take a closer look. He's white. I fact-check the table and realize that he's the only white boy here. American? Maybe. Could be European. He's sporting a plain 3-button shirt. He drums his fingers distractedly on the table, and I spot a tag under one armpit. So the shirt's a recent purchase. His hair looks deliberately imperfect, like he wanted to seem more down to earth. When he glances my way, I set both eyes back on Defoe again. Beyond monetary stability, we are also offering our medical plans for your families. They now have free access to healthcare, counseling, surgery, and the most advanced treatments for cancer and other terminal diseases. Those services come without a price tag, and they're offered in perpetuity. I don't know what perpetuity means, but some of the kids around the table are nodding wisely. 2 of them flinched at the word cancer. One's a girl with blonde hair, blue eyes, and enough makeup to place in a pageant. I spy a strand of pink-dyed hair tucked behind one ear. The other kid is really tan with bright brown eyes. Middle Eastern's my guess. I wonder if their parents have cancer. I wonder if that's how Babel roped them into this monkey in space routine. I wonder if they noticed me flinch right around the same time they did. It's hard to hear the words that follow, because an image of Mom's has snagged my attention. Those bird-thin wrists circled by medical bracelets. We spent enough time in the ICU that the hospital started feeling like a prison. Only difference is that some diseases don't grant parole.